So my palette's been building up a lot of paint, and I've been doing my best to clean it, but I've been using some ways to expedite the drying process, and some of the side effects of that is that it could dry on your palette while you're working. So I'm using this paint and varnish stripper. It's a gel, and it's literally like the cheapest thing I could find on Amazon. And I'm gonna be showing you how I refinish the palette so that it's good to go again. This is a total like optional thing. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but I just like doing it like once every 2 years or every year, just to kind of have it have that nice finished wood feel that kind of comes back to it. So I'm evenly kind of spreading out this gel, and then I don't want it to dry out, and I want it to stay on for a long time, so I just put saran wrap over it and I let it sit overnight. So then this is the next day and I'm coming back to it. So it's been just shy of 24 hours that I've let it sit on wrapped up, and so now basically it's been eating through the layers of paint that have been adhered to the wood, and I'm going to be peeling it back and scraping it down. And I've actually tried just doing it manually before, just with sandpaper, to get like a fresh new layer, and it is so much easier to do this way. And so I'm just being really careful not to get any of it on my hands. And then it did take a little bit of time, but it was really satisfying just to like scrape it down and reveal the wood underneath. Now, this layer that I'm scraping up is called the patina, and it's basically like a glass-like layer that's just built up over time from wiping it down, the oil paint off of it, and it kind of fills in all the pores and becomes more and more glass-like. And this is a really, like, I like this. This is ideal to work on. And so it's just to kind of make it a bit more even again. So now that I'm exposing back the wood, it will be a bit more rougher at first, but eventually that patina will start forming again on it. And you know, within a couple weeks, it'll just be like the perfect palette again for the next like few years. So after I've done like scraping it off, I will be using just some like kitchen cleaner, something just to like clean off all the chemicals on it as much as possible. And then I let it dry overnight. So this is the next day after having just cleaned it up. So all the chemicals, the paint thinners off of it. And now the wood is super absorbent because I've exposed it back to the grain. And so what I'm using is walnut oil. And as thin as you can, I'm applying it all over the wood and letting it soak in. And basically what this is going to do is basically start sealing off the wood, so that when you start using piles of paint, you don't have this very unevenness when you remove the paint at the end of certain colors soaking into the wood. So this is just to help seal it off. So this is the first layer, and I make sure to use like a towel and get off as much extra as I can. But I'll do multiple passes of this, giving like 2 days to dry in between. And that's basically all there is to it. And then it's like a brand new palette, amazing to work on.